Today on Rappler, the overseas Filipino worker on death row for drug smuggling reunites with her family after Indonesia stays her execution. The United Nations appeals for a $415 million aid for Nepal. And Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. promise a fan-friendly fight. Hello and welcome. I'm Ayi Makaraig. This is Rappler's Wrap for the Day, a list of the most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. Overseas Filipino worker or OFW Mary Jane Veloso reunites with her family a day after Indonesia stays her execution. Veloso's parents, Cesar and Celia, lead the family in visiting her at Yogyakarta's Wirogunan prison, arriving around 8:30 a.m. in Jakarta or 9:30 a.m. Manila time. Among the visitors are Veloso's sons Mark Darren and Mark Daniel, sisters Darling and Marites, brother Christopher, and ex-husband Michael Candelaria. Philippine Foreign Affairs spokesman Charles Jose says Manila can appeal for clemency while it investigates Veloso's alleged illegal recruiter. Jose says, quote, "Let's wait for the outcome of the case against the recruiter." Veloso's alleged illegal recruiter, Maria Cristina Serio, is under the protective custody of the Philippine National Police, but officials clarify this will not absolve Serio of charges filed against her and two others. The probe on Serio's case will continue based on Veloso's testimony. Malacanang highlights President Aquino's last-minute efforts to save Veloso. Indonesia acknowledges Aquino's plea but says it also recognizes the work of human rights groups. The viral petition that helped save Veloso is considered the fastest-growing plea on Change.org Philippines, now with more than 200,000 signatures from 127 countries. The petition reached the Indonesian State Palace through social media and various social movements. The Commission on Audit, or COA, orders the Metropolitan Waterworks and Sewerage System Regulatory Office, or MWSS-RO, to return 82 million pesos in allowances and other benefits. This comes after COA junked with finality MWSS-RO's appeal on the notices of disallowance the agency issued against the government corporation on Tuesday. COA says it can no longer consider the petition for review filed by MWSS-RO because it was submitted after the 6-month period allowed for appeals. It also notes that MWSS-RO did not even justify the delayed filing of the review petition. In its decision, COA says, quote, "With the premises considered, the petition for review is hereby dismissed for having been filed out of time. The 48 notices of disallowance are final and executory." COA says MWSS officials, employees, and the members of the Board of Trustees received unauthorized cash perks on top of regular salaries, bonuses, and allowances in 2009. The United Nations, or the UN, appeals for $415 million in aid for Nepal quake survivors as coordinators warn it might take a 5-day trek to deliver relief to the worst-hit rural areas. Nepal acknowledges it is overwhelmed by the scale of the crisis as Nepalis clash with riot police and seize supplies of bottled water in the capital, Kathmandu. The death toll is now at least 5,489, with more than 10,000 people injured. UN Resident Coordinator for Nepal, Jamie McGoldrick, says it will be a 3-month exercise to address the relief needs. Then it will turn into a recovery and reconstruction process. The Philippine Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, or MMDA, says it will send a team of trained disaster rescuers to help Nepal. Days after the massive quake, rescue teams continue to recover miracle survivors from the rubble. Rescuers pull out a 15-year-old boy from the wreckage of a guest house in Kathmandu, and on Tuesday, Nepalese and French emergency workers recover a 28-year-old man alive. Various groups call for the approval of a House bill seeking non-compulsory poll duties for teachers. House Bill 5412, or the Election Service Reform Act, states that a public school teacher may refuse election duty due to health, age, or security concerns, but those who will sign up for election duties will get fixed compensation, legal assistance, and service credit. Although the bill is important for over 600,000 public school teachers nationwide, lawmakers admit that implementing it for the 2016 election is not feasible due to a lack of preparations. Earlier, the Supreme Court nullified the contract between the Commission on Elections, or COMELEC, and Smartmatic Total Information Management, raising the possibility of reverting to manual elections in 2016. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. keep it classy when they face the press for the last time before fight night, choosing instead to promise a fan-friendly fight on Saturday, May 2 or May 3 in Manila. Pacquiao extends an invitation to Mayweather that no fighter is likely to have offered his opponent before.
But the most important thing, I'm hoping that after the fight, we can have a conversation with Floyd, sharing my faith about God.
Pacquiao says the fight is nothing personal.
Nothing personal, but we're just doing our job. We're doing our best on Saturday.
Mayweather also explains why he took a quieter approach this time and avoided trash-talking Manny Pacquiao.
This fight sells itself. I don't have to say anything. I'm a lot older now, closer to 40, so I'm a lot wiser, I'm a lot more mature.
Mayweather adds it's about wisdom.
I want to gain more wisdom. Wisdom, that's the way I'm trying to grow.
Check out Pacquiao's boxing boots in shades of the Philippine flag. The pair is made of Nike's Flywire technology, built to Pacquiao's specifications for both training and fight night. The 36-year-old boxer is also using an 8-ounce pair of Cleterias boxing gloves, Pacquiao's weapon of choice since 2001. For those on desktop, click on the links on your screen. You can also click on the tabs below to go to a story in the video. And for those on smartphones and tablets, the links can be found below the video. Rappler has a patented user engagement model that puts a mood meter in every story. Looking at the mood navigator in the middle of the front page, the story that got the most votes today is Aquino broke protocol to save Mary Jane Veloso. It has 82% of readers feeling happy, while 5% are annoyed. Today, most people are happy. That's a wrap for today, Thursday, April 30th, 2015. Visit Rappler.com for the latest news here and around the world. Check out our other shows, SciTech for You and Rappler Talk. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Ayi Makaraig, and as we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.